Lab Rats is one of those shows that doesn't get talked about enough. Maybe it's because it aired on Disney XD, but Lab Rats deserves more recognition. The first 2 seasons were perfect. Season 3 was a little less perfect, but it was still great and enjoyable. Season 4 is where the show officially started going downhill. In today's video, I will go over why Season 4 sucked and how it didn't even feel like the same show anymore. Let's start with the change of scenery. Disney is known to change the setting and title of a show when it reaches the 4th season. They do this so they don't have to pay the cast more money, and unfortunately, Lab Rats fell victim to this. Season 4 took place on a bionic island. The original cast that consisted of Chase, Adam, Bree, and Leo were now teachers to a bunch of bionic kids. The plot wasn't the problem, because on paper the plot actually sounds fun. The problem was that the bionic island felt too corporate and bland. We no longer saw the Davenport home or even the high school that the kids attended. The Davenport home was cozy and colorful. Even the high school felt cozy and had different areas like the halls and gymnasium. But now all we had was a boring bionic island. The main colors of the island were white with some gray. The island also felt very claustrophobic. The cast was always only in like 3 parts of the facility, and we never got any scenes outside of the island. The only times we saw anything besides the island was when the guys would go on a mission, but even the missions were no longer fun to watch. I want to compare Season 4 of Lab Rats to other shows that also had a change of scenery, but they stayed great. Season 4 of Liv and Maddie takes place in California and had a title change, but the show remained amazing. We still got great plots and the magic was there in every episode. Kickin' It is another example of staying perfect in its 4th season. In Kickin' It's 4th season, we no longer saw the Wasabi Dojo we were used to seeing. The cast even got smaller because Kim left, but the show still remained great. Both Liv and Maddie in Kickin' It had new sets, but they still felt cozy and were believable. I don't know what happened to Lab Rats. Why would they make the bionic island so bland and boring looking? Sometimes when there's a big cast, we take some of the characters for granted. You don't realize that even the smallest role is part of the magic that makes the show special. That's what happened here in Season 4. Characters like Eddie were dearly missed in Season 4. Even Tasha was missed because she was the only one who gave us a sense of normalcy. Her character kept the show grounded because she didn't seem to care about missions and bionics. But even Davenport was missed. For some reason, Davenport played a smaller role in Season 4. Mr. Davenport's brother played a bigger part in this season, and I have nothing against Douglas, but we were used to watching Mr. Davenport handle everything, and now he rarely appeared. So not only was the new set boring and bland, but now we saw less of important characters. Fortunately, we still saw Perry. To me, Perry is the best part of Lab Rats. She still played a pretty big role in Season 4, and honestly, her parts were the only enjoyable ones. It sucks that a perfect show was ruined, especially because it could have been easily avoided. All they had to do was add some more color to the Bionic Island set. I understand it's an island, and there's not many places you can go, but this season only showed like 3 places the entire time. The plots weren't that bad. The missions weren't good anymore, but making the kids become teachers was a good idea. I don't want to say that Season 4 ruined the legacy of Lab Rats, but it did put a stain on it. If Season 4 was great, then Lab Rats would be talked about the same way that Wizards of Waverly Place is talked about. Maybe the budget got smaller for Lab Rats, and that's why they couldn't give us more sets. That's really the only excuse I could think of, but I doubt that's what happened. After Season 4, the show combined with Mighty Med. The new show was called Lab Rats Elite Force. We knew from the start that Leo and Adam weren't going to be involved, and this sucked, but Lab Rats Elite Force was actually good. It didn't feel claustrophobic and was entertaining. But comment down below what you think. Do you disagree and think that Season 4 of Lab Rats was perfect? Or comment if you agree that Season 4 no longer had the magic Lab Rats once had. Leave a like on today's video if you enjoyed. Subscribe for more and click on the bell to never miss out on an upload.